dug them all up. As you can see, these are purple ones. I touched it and I got the stain on it. Pretty color. But as you can see, it's really good. What's left of it. I would say this is no less than 75 to 80 pounds of yam here, and we just dug that out the other day. Is this purple? Yep, that's purple. Okay. These are white right here. So we dug out just about all of the yam we have. There's still a lot in the ground, which we're just gonna leave them there. You will always have food. You will always have food with this kind of crop in your yard or in your garden. This is an ongoing type of root crop that you could grow and always have food. Pardon if I sound muffled, but I'm wearing my mask because of the pollen. So I'm going to my garden now. We are planning to do some prepping of the soil. Okay, so we basically pulled and cleaned up most of the weeds. That clump of greens there, that's mint, so we leave that there. And over there, right here, let me show you. That right there is one of my daikon radish, and it's in bloom. It's actually developing pods. I'm saving that for seeds. So that stays in that raised bed there. We're gonna go around it, treat the soil with worm castings, and as you can see in that wheelbarrow there, we have our treatment, azomite, worm casting, and some organic fertilizers to revive the soil. The first thing we always do every spring is prep the soil for planting, and as you can see, most of the raised beds are clean. And back there, let me see if I can focus on it. As you can see, the raised bed there still have a lot of the mustard greens. I'm keeping them, and every day we're feeding them to our hens, and eventually those mustard greens will be all gone, and we'll be planting in there. That will be prep as well. Let me show you what my husband did. If you remember last year, this here was so much shorter. You can see those 6 pots in there planted in the ground, and that was up to that point there, very short, and to go in we have to be really bent or have to stay sitting in this I can't, anyway, we're sitting on a stool to be a little comfortable watering the plant. But now what my husband did is, let me show you. There, as you can see, now you can go inside standing up. You don't have to stoop down or bend to do what you need to do there. It'll be more comfortable. And over there we have the dome as well. So as you can see, we have that little greenhouse there raised. We're just gonna have to put the nettings around it. That will still be a protective little greenhouse there, so that we could put things that get attacked by squirrels and other type of nuisance in our garden, bugs, squirrels, and even dogs sometimes, and cats will go in there. So we're gonna cover that with netting, and pretty much everything is being set ready for planting. We are going to, like I said, replenish our soil and the raised beds, all of the minerals, pardon me, tongue twister, minerals, and nitrogen, potassium, potash, all the necessary nutrients for the plant to grow nice and healthy. And please pardon me because I am wearing my mask because of the pollen. So here's another thing I'd like to share with you. I am sorry that I'm late posting this, but a very good YouTube friend, Zuli of Little Bean Garden, is she sent me this gift, and as you know, Meg and I are very impatient. We can never wait to open our gift. So I already know what's in it, and I'd like to share with you. It's really, really sweet of her to even, pardon me, one hand on the camera and another hand trying to get to my gift. So let's put that aside. Here's what Zuli of uh, Little Beans Garden sent me this. And they are quite nice. You're very thoughtful. Pardon me about that yanking of the camera. You're very, very thoughtful, Zuli. You know I could use this to keep my hair away from bothering me while I plant, whenever I can, when I plant my seeds. This is perfect. Keep my hair out of my face. And here are other things, which, thank you for this, Zuli. My daughter and I are really planning to plant some flower this year, and this is perfect. So we have a Roselle here. These are Roselle seeds, and thank you, Zuli. That's beautiful. And some stock flowers from Zuli's garden. And Aztec, what's this? Aztec marigold. Oh, yeah, Aztec marigold. Okay. And Hale's Best. Okay, this one I'm not familiar. From Zuli's garden, Hale's Best. It looks like some kind of melon seed. Melon or maybe even cucumber. We'll find out. I like surprises. And red lettuce. Oh, this I will have to plant inside in my house. Some for this spring and some for later on in winter time. Red lettuce. I love them. Thank you, Zuli, for that. And here is the sweetest, cutest little thing. This is so sweet of her. So thoughtful. Now, I'll show you. Pardon my clumsiness here. But I don't know. Can you read it? Here you go. This is an apron. And as you can see, Joe can cook. You do know, most of you know that I have a cooking channel named Joe Can Cook. And here she made me an apron that says, Joe Can Cook is where the secret ingredient, pardon me, I'm not reading the right way. Okay. Daddy, can you please spread this out? Excuse me, folks. I'm very clumsy. I'm very awkward. My movement is so limited. Okay. Love the color, Zuli. Okay, here. Says, Joe can cook is where the secret ingredient is love. Isn't that cute? That's so sweet, Zuli. Thank you so much. Love it. Okay. And I love the color. Love the contrast of yellow and purple. Very nice. Wow. Yep, I could wear it both ways. Very nice. Thank you, Zuli. Thank you so much. Love your gift. At the moment, I'm going through a chemo treatment for my breast cancer. And I have mentioned, I believe in my earlier video, that I am now, my doctor told me I'm on remission from my ovarian cancer. But I am now undergoing chemo treatment for my breast cancer. And so I'm very, very susceptible to infection and all of that. And I'm taking extra precaution. Even the pollen can really make me feel uncomfortable. So I'm wearing my mask. And my husband is careful not to let me overexert myself. What my chemo treatment right now is doing to me is causing my white blood cells to go low, and it's not a very good thing for me to come up with any type of infection. So I'm being careful, even though I just can't help. When it comes to springtime, I must find myself in the garden, Lord willing, if I have enough strength to manage here outside the garden. I will be out here trying to at least let my husband know where I want things are placed. So this is what we're doing right now, prepping all our raised bed, and I will come back to you once we have accomplished some things. As I had mentioned, that one of the side effects of my chemo treatment is that it lowers my white blood cells. And as you know, white blood cells is the part of our blood that fights infection. And with that being low in my system, I'm so vulnerable to infection. But like I said, I'm taking precautions. I wear gloves when I need to touch anything I shouldn't be touching. As far as my garden, like fertilizer or planting, which as you can see, I'm really just not doing much of anything, videoing my husband doing most of the treatment. And I'm wearing my mask, trying to avoid myself from inhaling too much pollen that can irritate my throat or cause me any kind of hay fever or anything like that. So I'm trying my best to be cautious with what I do. But illness shouldn't keep us down. One thing about me all my life is that if it don't keep me down, and I'm capable of standing up or taking a step, no matter how slow, I will do my best to make my body move somehow or another. Gardening is just a very good activity, whether or not you're feeling well or not too well at all. But if you could manage to be outdoor, to get the fresh air, and know that you're outdoor enjoying the sunlight, and no matter how little the activity that I can contribute to my husband or whoever is helping us, my granddaughters, my daughter, they do come around here and help us, and they really did a good job, as you can see, cleaning up my raised beds. They pull all the weeds as much as they can, and that clumps of green that you see there, like I said, those or mint. And like in that corner there, that is a leftover colored green from winter garden, and it's flowering. I will allow that to continue flowering and develop the pods for seeds. I have quite a few, and there's another one right there where my husband is. Right, those little yellow clumps of flowers are baby bok choy. I'm saving that for seed. And that big clump of green there, which if I go closer to it, I can show a whole lot of pods that are a good size already. I actually like to snack on some of them, but right now it's still quite small. And that daikon radish there will be saved for seeds as well. I don't know if you noticed, if you're buying seeds, you will notice, like I am noticing, I have been noticing the prices of seeds has gone up drastically. I mean, you can easily spend $50 depending on what kind of seeds or plants you're buying to plant in your garden. And I would suggest the gardeners, my fellow gardeners, if you can manage to save your seeds or allow one or two of whatever you're planting to go into seeds and save them for next year planting or the year after, it would help a whole lot. It'll be a big saving, and as well as you can also share that with a lot of your friends, which I intend to do as soon as I realize that I have more seeds than I can handle. Okay? So right now what we're doing is treating our soil. We'll let it rest for a few days. Hopefully I'm expecting rain in about 3 to 4 days, so that'll be perfect. And once that's done, the soil are well treated, watered, then we'll start planting. I will have a lot of wind. Ooh, see that? Good thing the wind is not blowing my way. But it's very windy. I like that. I enjoy it, but at the same time I have to be careful inhaling anything that my husband is spreading over there. Mm-hmm. Do that one last, Daddy, because that one kind of just... Huh?
I'll do that last on all of them.
Okay. Just kind of rake all of that good stuff, rake it in, give it a little bit of watering, and we're gonna let this soil rest until sometimes towards the weekend. I'm expecting it rain. Yeah, I'm expecting it to rain tomorrow, so tonight or tomorrow. Well, that'll be good because we need the soil to get wet to really grab hold of all that good stuff we put in there. So we incorporated to the soil some worm casting, azomite for more minerals, because raised bed you must make sure you replenish the minerals, and azomite would be the perfect one for that. That's OMRI approved and a very good organic component that your soil needs in order to grow healthy vegetables or fruits. So that's what we have here. some organic fertilizer with some mycorrhiza, all the good stuff you could possibly incorporate into the soil. Don't hesitate to add it and enrich your soil before planting. So that's what we're doing right now, okay? As you can see right there, need to be rake in. And hopefully by next week, sometimes I'll be giving you a tour of what's planted in this garden.